everybody, Christmas card time. If you were at my workshop just recently and purchased a kit to make some extra cards, just in case you've forgotten, I'm going to put the cards together so that you can do it with me, just in case, because I know sometimes in the workshop lots of people, you follow along but then you really don't remember. Or maybe you bought it for someone else and they've come here so that they can see how the cards are put together. So we've got 3 cards. They're all pretty simple, and let's get started. Let's start with the easiest one, which is this little one here. Right, where are you? So open up your little thing. They all come with envelopes, which we can leave over there. So obviously I cut these out on my Cricut. This has been cut like this. Turning it over, you can either have it this way or you can have it that way. Why don't I do it the other way, because I've got one that way. Right, first of all, let's fold our card in half. It's the beauty of using double-sided papers, of course, as I would have told you in the workshop, is that you can, use either side, especially when they all go together. Right, I'm going to ink the edges because you can see this is sitting up there. So I'm just using distress ink at home. In the workshop we used a little VersaCube in pinecone, but use what you have, or don't ink at all, because you don't have to ink. And this is really messy because this is a brand new ink pad and what are they called? The little pads, foam pad. Anyway, it doesn't matter because you're not going to see very much. I am going to this time. I know when I did mine, I could have had a little bit of, you can see a bit of white. So I'm just going to just like that, just a little bit. Now, the edges of my Christmas tree. I'm doing this in real time so that you can, well, you can speed it up, but so that you are not left behind. I hope you enjoyed the workshops, and I hope the recipients of your gorgeous Christmas cards appreciate them, because of course you've handmade the card. Not as easy to get in here, but we'll do our best. Is everyone ready for Christmas? That's what I want to know. I'm not. But we are cheating this year for the first time ever in my whole life, going out for Christmas lunch. Now, it goes like this, but you can see on here there's the shadow, and so we're going to sit that up. You can also have this flat and have your Christmas tree set up. Let's see. Now, I just use, this is an old cardboard box. I'm just putting it there just so I can see. I don't use the foam tape anymore. I just recycle. I'm going to do it the other way around. That way you can see both. And so I'm going to just use a bit of glue. That on, eyeball the edges. Mine are never straight, but it is handmade. It's not supposed to be perfect. Okay, so this is back the front from what we did in class. So in class we cut bits of strips of the cardboard and had them like across the top and in there. We still put the tree, this part still goes first, whether you're going to put it up or put it flat. Then we're going to cut pieces for the tree, turning that over, got a piece here. Oops, and she throws it on the floor. Ugh. Okay. I'm not worried about going all the way to the edges, but I am going to give that so I can just go a little bit up closer to the top of the Christmas tree, and just get a narrow piece for the Christmas tree stem, and that's all good. That's all you need. You don't need to throw those teeny tiny pieces away, they're not going to be used. You don't need to go overboard. You don't need to cover the whole thing in cardboard. You can. I have done it before, but it's not necessary. So I've got art glitter glue in my little bottle here. It pretty much sticks everything. So sometimes the cardboard will be glossy or have tape on it. Oh, like this one's got tape on it. The art glitter glue is still going to stick it down. So that's why I use that. And a little. Okay. And now this is going to go on there. So we're just going to glue onto the cardboard because it's no good doing the tree. It's standing up with that 3D effect. Sorry if my head's in the way, but otherwise I can't make sure I've lined it up. There we go. How quick and easy was that one? One more thing, or two really. But, we need the bling for the top of the tree, and very cute. So there's that card, like I said. So there it is, with the background is elevated, and you still do the tree last. You glue the tree, and I used my bone folder to make sure that I had everything all pushed down. And here it is the other way around, background flat, the Christmas tree 3D up. Okay, very cute. Let's put that one over there. Not sure if you can still see it or not, but okay, let's do this one. Let's take the envelope out. So another easy one. That's this one. Take everything out of the envelope. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to cut my little bit here that's going to get, I can't remember what the measurement was up of that. It was up 1 3/4 inches. So on the bottom, on the back at this side, grab a pencil, 1 3/4 of an inch. Came in about, that came in at 2 inches. I'm just going to draw that line. It's easier, it's on the back. We can also erase the lines after we've cut. So there, snip along there. Just erase those lines because you will see them on the front. Right. Now, let's put those out of the way. Let's start a card in half. Bone folder. You get a really nice crisp fold if you use a bone folder. If you haven't got a bone folder, you can always, as long as they're clean, use the handle of your scissors, or you know, anything that's got, it will give you that type of, without marking it. Okay, so I know that this one completely covers the front of the card, but I still inked around it because you see that the white edges. So that's why I'm just going to, just a little bit. It's not really going to be seen, but it just disguises the white edges. And that's the same reason that I ink the edges. Not only, well, I do like the look of the ink around my pieces. I think it gives it a bit of depth. But also, when you have bits that have been cut out, like that scallop, it's you can see the white, because of course this is printed onto white paper, so you can see the white cut edge. So by inking, and I mean this ink's not really showing up on here, that's fine, but it is disguising that white cut edge. This bit, now of course I only need to, oh, I don't know which one, knowing me I'll stick it down the wrong way, so I'll do it all the way around. And this probably doesn't really need any because you're not going to see it. Oops. We'll need a bit more of that. So I'm going to stick this down along the, oh, I didn't do that edge. Along the folded edge of my card. And then there's scallop piece. Now I did, well, it's not cheating. I did cut everything out on the, or most of, like that was, I just cut them out, but all these scallops and everything, I cut them out on my Cricut. Right, here we go. It looks like it's slightly longer. I'll trim it after. Okay. Now with something thin, I've got a paintbrush here. Oh, first of all, I'm going to the edges here and this side, because this is going to be seen. Right. Now we're just holding it. I'll try and do it so that you can see. It's a bit hard because I need my fingers in the way. There we go. Oop. And rolling. Oh, no, I can't do it in the air. Sorry, girls and guys. Right, I'm just going to roll this around. I'm using the paintbrush to give me that roll, and because this is a fairly thickish cardstock, it's going to stay there, and I'm holding my finger there so that I don't accidentally go too far. There we go. That's fairly good. And you can kind of roll it backwards and forwards a few times just to make sure it's done. And this side, it is a bit fiddly, but it's a bit of extra dimension. Oops. It's getting started. There we go. Oh, that one's even better. fine. And then I'm going to glue that on here. So what I did was I put glue around the opening and then glue on the 3 edges of this piece, and I'm going to line that up. So I'm lining up the edge of this piece with the edge of this offcut. Okay, and now I can stick this down onto my card. So much easier than trying to poke this bit in after you've put the other bit on. And so, okay, line that up. My card. Cool. Now I'm just going to trim. This is slightly long. Okay. Up. Left behind the Merry Christmas. Which envelope are you in? Nope. Nope. Do you know, when I was putting the kits together, I had one Merry Christmas left over, and I thought I must have miscounted and cut too many. Oh, I'm glad I picked the one that didn't have a Merry Christmas in. So this is actually off this paper. I've just sliced it up, so waste not, want not. I used all the offcuts to do our Merry Christmas. Right. I'm going to ink those. Oops. Fiddly little things. And now you can use a glue stick. I'm using the wet glue. It's just a little bit easier than grabbing out my glue book. If I was sitting here making my own Christmas cards for myself, I'd get my glue book out and my glue stick. Okay, where is the brad? There you are. Okay, through this. I've put my holly leaf where I want it, and I'm just from the back, I'm going around the legs of the brad, or split pin. Push that open, and I'm going to grab these and just trim that off. Now this one I have used what have I got here? Express It Clear Gel, or you could use Helmer 450 or something like that, only because obviously what's sticking down is not, it's the metal, so you need a stronger glue. Just a nice big blob in the center, and I'm bringing it up so it covers where the cut finishes. So just bring my flowers up, pop that down. Ta-da! There's that card. 2 down, 1 to go. Alrighty, so this one had the most layers. My Cricut machine went for 4 hours cutting all of these bits out. folding our card in half. Crease with the bone folder. So first things first, I'm going to ink everything, but on here I'm going to stamp my Happy Christmas. I'm just using black archival ink. Now, of course, you can stamp anything on here. It doesn't have to be this one. It can be whatever and you can handwrite it as well, of course, which is even nicer. Okay, so now I just realised that that's not even my new one. This is my new one. I wonder. Okay, I'm going to ink everything. So this one, of course, is not going to show up much, but it just disguises the white of the cut, especially where the cricket knife has gone around those little circles. I do have the Tim Holtz Sizzix tattered floral. Yes, I had the tattered florals, but the tattered poinsettia. I was going to cut those out, but then in my stash I found a million trillion of these. Okay, maybe not a million trillion, but quite a few in a basket full. And I thought I'm just going to use those up, and a little holly leaf. It just gives it doesn't have to be an actual poinsettia. So, but everyone is going to think, oh yeah, that's like a poinsettia. They're not going to think to themselves, oh, wow, they put a daisy on there. Oh, I don't know if it's even a daisy, but okay. Doesn't take too long. So if you haven't got any ink, the little pinecone VersaFine inks that we used in class, I just bought those from Spotlight, and easy to grab. Oh, I'm just going to, once again, because you'll see the edge of the card, not underneath it. Okay, so I'm using my wet glue, but normally I would get my glue stick out. And on with this covers the whole card. The backgrounds you can see on here, I couldn't get enough scrapbook paper in the one design, so there's all different, but they all match, so that's the main thing. Right, we want our little banners, and I'm going to do, if you remember in class we did the outside ones first. Leaving just about maybe 1/8 of an inch or so, but none at the top, level with the top. You're probably wondering what I just did then, but some of the stripes are a little bit closer together. That's just how the paper was. Same on that side. Now, of course, if you don't want the stripes, you could have the damask pattern. That would have looked just as awesome. So once again, that's the beauty of double-sided papers. Make sure I've got this right. Nope, I haven't. over a bit. There we go. Originally, when I designed this card, I was going to put these banners up on the old cardboard, but I decided that it would be a bit closer, it doesn't matter. It would be a bit too much. Okay, so next bit is on card, and that's the back piece here. So let's be, oh no, not big enough. Okay, it's a bit wide, but it's okay. So I cut it shorter and slightly narrower. And the same here, this could be this side or that side, because the colours are all the same. So this is here, here's your greens, okay? Oh, we can have a look. What does it look like the other way around? You don't really see very much of it. Turn that one over. Different does it look? Not really, but let's do it anyway, which means I just have to quickly ink this side. Why not, I say? That way you can see in action. Oh, I didn't do this one. How silly. I've got it in my hand. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do is, before I put this on, I'm going to build this layer, almost a cluster, almost, just because it will be easy to stick down as one piece instead of trying to stick on all of the different layers once it's already got the cardboard on there. It's a bit unstable. Oh, that's right, I'll have to do that side. Sorry, my head's probably going in the way. It's all right. Blind man will be happy to see it. That's what my grandmother used to say. Okay, now, much easier than, because otherwise that would have all wobbled around while we were trying to put all of those layers on. And let's line this up. This is where your mats are handy. Pick a line, any line. There's no right or wrong, it can go up, it can go down. There we go. Right, now we need a little bit of feeling that. Always easy to cut, but okay, does that fit in there without being seen? Yes, it does. Nice. Right, in you go. Ever so slightly, you can see that bit. Just trim that corner off before it sticks. Oops. Okay. Right, this is going down here. because that's obviously how it looks the best. Okay. And we're going to get same thing with this one. This is just a bit smaller in the middle. There, put the little holly leaf down around the legs of the bread. Open them out. Take a little bit off. And once again with the stronger glue. On either side, but on that side it's kind of balanced from the greeting. Greetings and salutations. And I just put 3. And I started with a big one. Oop. Done. Okay, so I added another card to my Christmas card kits. So I thought I'd better insert this here before the video ends, and we'll go through about putting it together, especially this cute little bow. You have a nice 3D effect there. Hopefully you can see that. So let's get it going. So once again, folding our card in half, bone folded to get that nice crisp, clean fold. I'm going to ink around everything. Now, once again, let me put this one down here. The papers are double-sided, so you can, let's have a look. We can put everything round the other way if we wanted to. And you'd get a completely, I'm just laying it all down there. I think I still like the stripes there. Got la 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 on it, but I think I actually like the stripes. Back of the bow. I mean, well, let's have a look what it looks like. And that's the bit that becomes the bow. So, same card, just turning the papers over. But you could just turn some of them over, like you might decide you want to leave that like that. You know, completely up to you. So don't think that you have to do it exactly the same as I'm doing it. So when you're out there buying paper to make your cards or whatever you're creating, don't forget to look at the other side of the paper. It does depend on if you buy it in a pad, it does depend of course on the manufacturer. A lot of them only single-sided, and well, if you like what's in there, don't let that stop you from buying the pad of paper. So once again, I've cut all these little pieces out on the Cricut. That way I didn't have to, I know they're only rectangles, but the corners around it, and so I didn't have to do any of that. I've cut those out manually so that I get more out of each piece of paper. Get 4 instead of 3 with the Cricut. Okay. Now the little bow can be a bit tricky. I'm going to do that first. Everything's all so, grab yourself a pencil. Just make sure it's a round one, not a hexagonal one. And roughly in the middle, come around. Now this is where you need a nice fast drying strong glue, like so a glue stick just won't cut the mustard for this one. So I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to hold it there for just a few seconds just to make sure that it takes, because you need to put a bit more glue, another dab of glue there. Hopefully, sorry, I hope you can see that. And so I'm holding that there. Otherwise it'll just pop straight back open, and we don't want that. Right, there we go. Okay, now we can start assembling. This is fairly easy. I mean, you can see by looking at it that it's not a difficult thing to do. Now I said earlier I usually use my glue stick. The other thing that I don't know if you follow Rachel on at Roxy Creations, she glues in the middle, because of course a glue stick is a lot cheaper than our wet glue, especially art glitter, and then just goes around the outside for that good adherence. And we're just going to line that up roughly evenly. Now I'm going to make it. Doesn't matter for the first 3 layers, but once I put the present stack on, we do want the card opening the right way, because that would be a bit weird if the presents were standing on their head, wouldn't it? Okay. And by doing it this way, you don't have to have glue paper underneath. It's not quite so messy. Oh, I didn't ink that one. Mandy. Oh, yes, I did. I have intentionally chosen papers that, this doesn't matter which way it goes around really. Now to line up the bottom there, I just grabbed a ruler so that I know where to put the present. But what I did do first is I made my little present stack. So I dropped a bit of glue on here. And lined it up using the mat, and put that first one down, and then glue down the center of this one. It's a little bit less fiddly than trying to line them all up on your card. There we go. And now I can just glue this on the card as one piece. wiping that off, we won't put the card there. We'll zoom over this side a bit. And I'm just eyeballing this for the centre. But I'm just using my ruler so that I've got enough room to stamp Merry Christmas there. Excuse me while I get a wet one. Just wipe that away. So I'm likely to put the card in it, and then it'll be all gross on the back. Okay. Excuse me. This is, don't worry, this is look completely really daggy old jacket here. Right, now onto the little bow. So we put the back piece down. I glued it all flat. You don't have to, you could just glue it in the middle, but I just wanted to do mine flat. There's no right or wrong there. And I'm lining up the top of here where the knot part is with the centre of the ribbon strip. So that's coming down over the present and onto the card. So there we go. And then make sure that you glue this down. Oh, actually it doesn't matter. So in fact I'm going to glue it that way because I don't know if you can see, you can see a bit of the background paper, not that that matters, but this way looks better. And we're going to be putting a piece of bling in the middle, so I'm going to go that way. Nice big dob of glue, and line this up with the bow and hold that there. Oops, wipe the excess glue away. Right, I'm just using the tip of my finger just to hold that there for a little second, just to make sure. I mean, I have used the art glitter glue, so that does tend to grab and dry pretty quickly, but there we go. That will depend on your glue, how fast it is. Yeah, these are from the where are they? Reed shop, so $2 shop, and they're actually joined together in long lines. I cut them off that way, so you can just see I've just cut through the glue to the single one. Okay, and I'm just going to squish that in there. So that's our knot. Not bad. Okay, so you've now got the video instructions for all 4 cards. I'm going to insert this in, so you won't see this card right at the end because I've inserted this video in between, but I hope you enjoy. There we go. Well, thanks for following along. I hope you enjoy your Christmas card kits, and Merry Christmas. Bye.